like when I like it's the only words that I can like say, but he made my life hell to the point that he will break my dolls. To the point that if he wanted to get revenge for me, he will go like to my dolls and literally break an half or snap an egg or do something like horrible. So
hello guys and welcome to episode 6 of series 2 Boys with Dolls. So today we had someone super interesting, and it was a friend of mine called Pedro who I have met recently through the Smart Doll community. He's recently been sucked in to the Smart Doll clan, and yes, we've been introducing to different dolls and different clothes and accessories and helping him spend his money. We also did something a little bit special for Halloween, so check out this interview. Boy can't play with dolls, that's true. We're not just freaks of nature who playing with dolls will help us through. Boy can't play with dolls.
So I'm Pedro. I'm from Portugal, Algarve. I moved to UK about 7 years ago. Sorry, I look extremely tired because I have like 2 kittens and they are just bouncing outside. So if any noise comes up or even like that's beating against the door, that's it.
They're keeping you awake.
Yeah, I've been basically the type of secretive doll collector. Like only when I moved to UK was when I'm open about, because before I was like, no one can find out that I play with dolls, because like where I'm from like a very small town in Portugal. So like a lot of bullying, not just from people outside, but even from my household. Like, and it's like school friends as well. So me moving to UK, that is basically more open-minded. I don't want to say community, but people helped me a lot. Even like I used to feel so ashamed, like going to a toy shop at the beginning and buy like coming out of a supermarket with a doll. People like it's the things that you create in your own heads. Like people look at you and say something, and here is like no one cares. Like people are too busy with their own life to even check what you are buying. So even like coming on this like interview, I was like, I need to prepare myself mentally, physically. Even like that's why I'm a little bit tired as well, because like last night I could not sleep as well, because oh my god, what people are gonna say, what people are gonna think, what people are gonna do. So I had to basically drop the barrier in my head and say, you know what, people gonna say, people gonna do, let them. Because at the end of because at the end of the day, it's like if you don't do you and be happy who you are, what you have, what you do, what you don't do, you always be like stressed and fear. And
I think that's, I mean, this is a great way to start the interview as well, because like, you know, it's nice to hear, you know, everyone's sort of emotional side to doll collecting as well, you know. But what we'll do, Pedro, we will get into like some of that stuff as the interview goes on, okay? Because I think you've definitely got a lot of stories to tell, you know, and I think now's the time for you to do that. So what we'll do, you know, and like, you know, you're in company of someone who's collected dolls, like probably the same as you, and had the experiences you've been through. And I'm really shocked and surprised that there's not been that many negatives. I'm really surprised. So, you know, we're going to talk about that today. So we're going to start off, we're going to keep things nice and light-hearted.
Can I just add something?
Yeah.
So as well, I'm basically male witch.
Cool.
So I'm basically, I used to be called a witch. Now I like myself to call a practitioner, because it's not like I have a specific religion. I pick bits from different religions as well. And I can feel on your, wait, I need to turn around, on your right side. Like you have someone behind you. I don't know if you normally feel things on this side, on your shoulder or on your arm.
Okay.
Right. I feel someone older. So I'm 5'5", and this person is just a little bit shorter. I'll say the person is like here. Doesn't have a long hair, but I have wavy hair.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit more. Sorry. Okay,
No,
I'll let
okay.
you do. I'm just
take your time. Take your time.
Okay. This person used to play with you or when you was young. So I want to say a mother or aunt or grandma. Is a mother side. Is it something to do with the necklace or with the earrings or a set? Did some you used to sing with this person, or did you have a specific song associated with this person? How long ago was this? Do you have any, because this person is weird, because like the way that I communicate is like, they show me images or they show me words with association, because now she's talking about something about a photo, and after she showed me like a school uniform. Do you have a photo with this person on a school uniform? Because might have been something to do with childhood as well, or going to school or picking up from school or about the school holidays.
Okay.
Because this person,
because
this person for me presents as someone caring, but as well someone firm, someone that will have no problem to tell you off if you did something wrong. So that's why it's like, as much as a female energy is as well like traces of male energy, that's why I was like, she will be kind, but if you get to the wrong sides, she will show you like another kind of face. It's definitely someone blood related, because she cares about you, and when you sing, she's with you,
right,
normally, because it's when you feel more yourself, but
yeah,
as well you doubt yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I can feel as well from you a little bit of fear of, am I good enough? Because you passed a couple of years thinking, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? What do I want to do? Who I want to present myself? So this person is no longer here, definitely no longer here. The person is with you when you feel your lowest. For some reason, she only comes in when you feel your lowest. She comes in like basically to pick you up.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
How old are you? Because like, it's for me, I see like someone from the like dressing like as the 70s, or even like older style, but is someone that presents as young as well. So that's why like I'm conflicted, because the position that this person is basically standing like behind you, or the way that I feel it, is someone just like very like straight and very like ladylike. So, but every time that I try to reach like conversation or try to have information from this person like gives me like a snotty look, to think, who are you? What are you doing here? And it's quite funny. So that's why like I know, okay, this person is older. I need to like go a little bit. Something to do with the park. Did you used to go to the park with your grandma? Definitely is your grandma.
Yeah.
Something to do with the doll.
Yeah.
That you used to take a doll or a multiple dolls and she used to play with you. Something about, or not sewing or crafting.
Say that again.
Something to do with sewing or crafting.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Did she got sick? Or was something up? Because the way that I feel it now, I feel like on my chest, but as well I feel like something weird on my tummy. And that's the sign for me of like sickness or like passing away due to a complication.
It's a hard one because it's kind of,
because like is so you are someone that you are, or you have already like, or you have very high vibe or low vibe. You are like no in between, so you can be in a very good mood or very bad mood.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And like normally when you go into like what we say like with lower vibration is when she comes in and she picks you up, is when she decides and come. But as well is something that's funny, she's like, she cares. Even like, for example, instead of like, it's not the case that she's not resting, but the case that when you mention her, or when you say her name, or when you sing that specific song, she comes and she meets you, because like now you are a little bit like more starting to be a little bit more emotional, and she's like getting closer and closer to you.
Right.
Is sorry. So is the good things of being like a practitioner. But as well, why? Yes, well, at the beginning you used to doubt a lot.
I used to
doubt yourself a lot.
Right, okay, yeah.
I'm trying to... It's like, as the way that you present to others is like a mask. It's like as much as like it's Dwayne, but he's not the real Dwayne.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
It's like you are like one step forward and one behind. You are like, I need to be careful. My advice is try to understand why you are like this. What's the fear? What's the fear behind it?
So let's start off with our questions, all right?
Yep.
So we're gonna start off with this one. Like I said, I can tell you've got like a big story to tell. So we're gonna start off. When did you know you wanted to collect dolls?
So I have 3 older brothers. So since young, very young, I never played with like boy stuff or cars or nothing. Right. Always with dolls. And I think I remember this when I was like 10 or 11. My mom took me to a psychologist.
Psychiatrist?
Yeah. Yeah. And because she wanted to find out why was I so attracted to dolls.
Okay.
And the psychiatrist was like, oh, he's just curious. Said everything was fine. It was just because I was curious. So it was like from very, very, very like young age. But I just didn't know why. I was like, you know what? I just prefer a doll instead of a car.
Yeah, definitely. And like, I agree. I do think like, you know, everyone's born to like everything and anything. And I do believe that we were born to love dolls. You know, it's just something that I can, as far back as I can remember, it's just something I picked up. And yeah, I don't think it's anything to do with sexuality, because I know some guys that are straight and they collect dolls, and you know, so I don't know what the, you know, the why, the reason is. It's just that we like them. Pedro, so which was the first doll you had ever had?
So I still have the head. I don't have the same body, but
right, okay.
No, I'm not. Wait. So I started with Barbies.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Got frustrated with Barbies because the head was too small and I could not do hairstyles.
Right.
I moved to this collection. That's still my collection when I was young.
Is this Bratz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I changed the bodies to the Bratz articulated bodies.
Yeah.
Because I wanted articulation.
Yeah.
From then, I think I moved to 18-inch doll. But this doll, I think you can buy it on Amazon. It's called Nancy, but it's like 18-inch, 17-inch big doll.
Right.
And got tired as well. And moved to these ones, Moxie Teens.
Moxie Teens. Yes, I do remember those.
I had to buy the full collection again. And after it was, again, Big Dolls, BFC Inc.
Yeah.
That's my two holy grail.
Right.
And after, you know what? I never seen anyone speaking about these dolls. I'm not sure if you know them.
No. No.
I don't know how to spell it, so I don't know how to say the name, so I'm just gonna text you the name. I think it's Lorifina. Lorinifa.
Yeah, I've not heard of those. I'll have to check them out.
So I didn't know them. I found them on eBay.
Okay.
It was last year before I started with smart dolls, and I found it because like my birthday in January, so I never know what I want. So I just found it, and I sent the link to my partner, and I was like, you know what, I want this doll. I don't know it. Let me text you. You can pop it on the screen if you want. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Right. I've not heard of those before, so I'm definitely gonna have to check them out.
So it's basically a doll. Like they don't do it anymore. So I found it like for £170.
Oh, okay.
On eBay. But apparently the doll, I think, was created by Hasbro, and you could create your own doll on a website. So
Right.
So she have a wig as well. She have a wig. You can could like choose your skin color, eye color, wig style. I think that was it.
Yeah. I think now that you say that, I think I kind of remember those, but they were already like discontinued by the time I got to know them. But I do remember, picking your own eye color, skin tone, and wig, and then probably outfit and stuff. So yeah, I do vaguely remember that. But yeah, no, she is awesome. Is she the same size as a smart doll?
She's just a little bit shorter.
Right. Okay.
But I wish like something that she have, and I wish that smart doll have is fit like toe articulation.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. So no, that is something different.
Like, but the worst part is like she doesn't have hand articulation, but she have fit.
Yeah.
So I'm just
That's
like
so random.
make that make sense.
Yeah, that is really random. Yeah, no, she's awesome though. Okay, so Pedro, so this one is a good question. So which is your favorite doll? Okay. And if funds were unlimited, what doll would you have to have in your collection?
Oof. This is more not as a play line. For example, while I can do these ones, I want these three dolls as a static. I'm not sure if you know, is Barbie Secret Spells collection.
Secret Spells. Don't think I've heard of those. I'm going to check them out though.
It's basically, I think they are 2000s or 90s. It's still the old, very old Barbie molds, but it's basically like three witches. Was the time of like Charmed and all that jazz. They came out. I mean, I can still buy them on eBay, but it's always with pieces missing. So that's why I haven't got them.
Okay, right. So they would be your. Are they expensive? Are they?
They are not. You can like. What I don't understand in doll community. Sorry for my French, but basically all like dark skin colored dolls are always more expensive than the rest. You know what I mean? I can buy the other two, the main characters, the blonde, because he's a blonde, a ginger, and dark skin color girl.
Yeah.
The black skin color girl is always difficult to find, and when you find it, is like hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen those. I'm definitely going to check them out there, and I'll probably put them up here so everyone else can see them. So Barbie Secret Spells, yeah?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to check those out. Oh, and which doll is your favorite in your collection right now?
Smart doll.
I think I was going to say it's going to be Smart Doll, isn't it? Because she's the newest. And if you want, you can show us your Smart Doll. She is gorgeous. I love this face sculpt.
You know what? Me as well, because I like, for some reason, like for the past 2 years, I've been very attracted to purple eyes. So when I see her, because like I think I remember I was speaking with you and I was like, oh, I want like never say never, because like, for me, I've like 2 things that I found very attractive in someone is like being ginger, white skin color, or very pale, like my partner, or dark hair and blue eyes. I found it so attractive.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to like never say never. I think it's the right one. The one with the black hair and blue eyes.
And she's got like a beauty spot here. Yeah, I've got her.
So I wanted that doll. And after like, because like I changed my job, so now I'm like on a better paid job. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna buy it. 2 days before I get paid, got sold out. And I was like, no.
And
I was like, go on eBay and everything, could not find it. And I was like, why can I not find this? Because I do this, it's like, if something, like, I believe everything happens for a reason. So I'm like, okay, why this is happening? Why can I not find the doll? And after the next day, she does say got released.
Right, and that's why you went for this one?
Yeah.
And what's this one's name again? It's slipped my mind.
I'm trying to not say it in the wrong way. I think it's Chitose.
Chitose. Yeah.
Multiverse.
I think something like that. Yeah. Yasmina's the best one in our group to talk to about names and stuff. She's just with it all the time, you know. Whereas I know mine. I know the ones I've got, but then I kind of forget the others. But I know Lorraine's got that one. Yeah. And that one has also got the same sculpt as Imagine, which is a blonde one. So I've got Imagine. Do you want me to show you? Yeah.
You can show the collection as well.
And also the eyes. But you can see, hang on, the face. I've just dropped an earring. Take that hat off.
Yeah. I know what you mean, yeah.
I think I showed you this. I think I posted this one the other day.
Yeah.
So if you can see, like, obviously the makeup's different, but the face mold's the same, you know? But yeah, she's got a really distinctive look, I think, compared to some of the other girls. Some of the other girls can kind of look similar, especially the semi-reals, but I do like that one. So she's another favourite of mine that you've got, and I love her with the purple as well. I think it really suits her. So
I don't know if you remember, probably not, because like all the cartoons that I used to see as young, like they didn't, almost half of them didn't pass here in UK. So like that's why I name my doll as Aelita, because he's a character of a kids TV show, and she had like pink, like short hair. That's why I named her.
Yeah.
But as well, now like what I like in the doll, I like a doll basically with, sorry for my French, you can be a bit if you want, but a resting bitch face.
I love it. Yeah, no, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Like, not too much smiley, but not too sad. Like, not to see, it's just.
I'm the same. Yeah, I like a bit of attitude. My dolls with a bit of attitude, and I think certain smart dolls are cute. Certain smart dolls. There is one that's got a really resting bitch face, and it's semi-real Kayata. I think it's how that's pronounced. She's hardly available. She comes up now and again. She's got black hair about here. She's got like a short black wig. She's got green eyes, and she's got like these really angry sort of like frowns. Yeah, she's like, and they're like, yeah, like really, she just looks really bitchy, and I just thought she'd be brilliant for my collection. But she's so obviously the green eyes and the black hair just really makes her stand out. She's got this like the cinnamon skin tone, but she's awesome. So if you do like girls that look really angry and moody, you will love her. So I'll send you a picture later, okay?
It's because like for me, like what I want to do my smart doll, okay, my smart doll, like that's why, for example, I send the texts on that group, on our group, basically for people to describe their dolls, and I loved the reaction that I got from that. All creative, like people got with their dolls, with their
Their
personalities and everything. I really love the response of that,
Yeah.
because for me, my smart doll, okay, is a character, and she might like this, and that, but my character will be like a cosplayer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's that's why I love like smart dolls. But if I could change something on a smart doll, I would love to have a smart doll with rooted hair.
Oh, you would? Right. Okay. Why is that then?
It's easier to
style. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So like, I don't really do ponytails because obviously they're so difficult to do. So I buy them. So I bought them ponytail wigs and stuff, you know, which are awesome, you know, and it does probably look better than how I would do it, but it saves money. Yeah, it's not the same, and it obviously saves us money. So so Pedro, so for this next question, this one's a good one. So what is your experience with your friends, family and partner?
So I'm gonna start on an easy one. So my partner, he's amazing. At the beginning, like when we met, like was a little bit weird for us. I still remember every time that he used to come to my house, I used to hide everything.
Oh, bless.
But now, like we live together now, and we both basically open up to each other. So I do doll collection, and he does horror figure collection. He have literally 2 display units filled with horror figures. So that's a good thing that we have in common. We are both collectors. So
so you can kind of understand.
Yeah, it's like as much as, for example, we like he might not understand it, but he doesn't, like, for example, like it doesn't bother him. Even sometimes, for example, when he's downstairs in the living room and I'm upstairs like playing with my chitose and changing clothes and looking for stuff, he doesn't even care. He's fully supportive of everything. Even like sometimes, like for example, if I'm a little bit more short of money, he was like, "Here we go. You want to buy it? You can buy it. There we go."
Yeah, that's nice.
But family was a little bit harder because, like, where I'm from, it's not everyone. I want to say that, I want to put that disclaimer, and not every single Portuguese person, but this is my experience and what I suffered in my small town. Is still the mentality of, it's still like people there, they are still in the back ages. That is the type of mentality that the man works, the woman stays in home, the woman cleans, cook, does everything. So being a little gay boy there was horrible. Was absolutely horrible. Even like collecting dolls and everything. I still remember like a few like problems. For example, all my brother's friends, even my brother as well, like bullying, calling names and everything. So it wasn't easy. So I had to arrive to a point that I created my little bubble around me, and I gave myself 100% to my dolls. So for example, I think between the age of 13 and 17, I don't remember much what was happening around me, but I can tell you every single story of my dolls. So dolls were my secure place.
Yeah, safe haven.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah. It's where you got you could get away from the real world, and but people, like you said, people don't understand that, and obviously different cultures and stuff is obviously really difficult. I was the same as well growing up, even here in the UK. For me, it was horrible growing up as a doll collector and not being accepted. Girls were not so bad, but like obviously I used to take my dolls to school, so I was known as the boy who collected dolls for such a long time, so it was kind of something that I had to deal with, but I mean, luckily for me, my family was always good, and my brother was just found it normal. So he got a bit older, and he was just like, "This is embarrassing," whereas he wasn't that bad, but he would just be like, "Oh no, this is." He started noticing more that I was a boy, and it was embarrassing, So Yeah. So you never mentioned. Obviously you mentioned about your partner. He's pretty much accepting and stuff. But what about your parents and your brothers? Because you said you had brothers.
So I like this gonna sound very bad, but I will say my main bully of dolls was my brother.
Mm.
Like 100%. My brother, like I do not speak with him in about, like I still live with my parents, I still go see my parents, but it's a pain that I feel that I cannot still forgive him because he made, like when I like it's the only words that I can say, but he made my life hell to the point that he will break my dolls. To the point that if he wanted to get revenge for me, he will go like to my dolls and literally break an half or snap an egg or do something like horrible. So my mom was totally the opposite. After when she had the confirmation of a like psychologist, like, oh no, it's normal, it's just curious about, she used to like, I used to sit next to my mom and my mom used to so close to my dolls. Like she never like was like, it's not the case she cared, she wasn't bothering her anymore. Even now when, for example, even if I speak with my mom on Skype or something like that, and I still like, if I want to play with my doll, my mom just continues speaking with me and I still like play with my smart doll or something like that. My dad as well, because my dad wasn't like, he was present, he was still with my mom, but my dad wasn't the kind of like physically loving dad. But the way that my dad used to give love used to be like, if I went to him like, oh, I want 50 pounds, or I want 100s, or I want 20, my dad would just simply open his wallet. There we go. That was the way that my dad showed love.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was 17, I like, because at the time brats would be like 15 pounds, 15, 20 pounds. So I remember by the age of like 17, I had like 75 or like between 75 and 100 Bratz dolls, because that was the way that my dad used to show love. Like,
really?
So
he was happy to buy them for you?
Oh no, he will give me the money and I will go by myself, like go to a supermarket and buy a doll.
Yeah, but he knew what you was buying?
He knew. He knew. He just didn't. It's like, it's what I used to say to my mom is like, oh, so it's like a box with a bomb. We know the bomb is there, but we do not talk about it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean? So coming to UK, it's like helped me so much.
Yeah, definitely.
Just not like, I do not care. Like
yeah,
people,
no, exactly. And that is the way you should be. You should love what you love, and it's just, you're not harming anyone. The only thing you're harming is your own wallet, which I'm doing all the time. So you just got to be you and not care what people think, because if you care what people think all the time, you wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't do anything, because it doesn't matter what you do. If you collected dolls, or if you collected even cars, people would the people that collect cars would judge you on that as well, because it's, they're probably jealous, or something like that. So people are going to judge you no matter what you do. So you got to do something in life that you love, otherwise you're never going to do anything.
I think it's getting over the fear of what other people are going to say, what are people going to do. And one, because like I went to counseling here in UK, because like I had so many questions. I had that, am I crazy? Am I normal? Why do I like dolls? And I went literally to a psychologist here in UK, and like I spent so much money on counseling. Like, was because like I was afraid of going in person, so I used to have like video calls, and to the point that I would not have two conversations with the same one, because I didn't know the same person to know all my story. So I used to swap and pay more and pay more and pay 80, 70, 90, 100, 120 of like an hour just to speak with someone. And I made the same questions. Is why do I like dolls? Is that to do something with my sexuality? And they, all of them, like said, is not, might be 10%, might be, but doesn't necessarily means that it's have something to do with the sexuality. It's the same thing. Oh, you like bananas or you like peaches.
Yeah.
Like nothing to do with like what you are. It's something to do what you like.
Yeah.
And that opened like my head like so much and help like answered because it's things that are not talked like the on adult community, even other like people that like toys is that what is the benefits, what is not the benefits of like in your health, in your mental health, like what questions do you have, what questions do you have? Just go seek answers instead of
Yeah.
like basing yourself in someone's opinion. Just go seek answers. That's my best advice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, 100%. I think you did the right thing. And, you know, you seem really positive about the whole thing now. And obviously you're doing this, which is another step. And yeah, I'm glad that you've come on to do it, you know, because it just means that you're growing as a person and not worrying anymore what people think. And that is one of the best things, you know, that you can achieve as a person, you know. So I'm going to ask you this next question, Pedro. So obviously we've touched upon bullying and stuff, but I want to know, like, if you can remember, you know, your worst scenario that happened to you, that if you want to share with us.
Oof. Well, I need to think of something PG 15.
It can be anything at all.
So I remember, like, so this was at the big was like I used to have, right? So this is my two favorite characters, right? Basically they are BFC Inc. Best Friend Club dolls. They are 18-inch dolls, but they are articulated and then don't have like the fabric body.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember like so back home we don't have like credit cards. We have credit cards, but our bank cards are different. So if you have like a normal bank account, you cannot buy nothing online.
Mm-hmm.
So this is gonna be creepy already. Having the goosebumps of remember. And like I brought one of these dolls. I still back home with my mom's. But was a ginger one with blue eyes, and was I think was near of Halloween. So in my little head, I thought, you know what? Let's go on Google and try to like do a spell on a doll. And was the dumbest thing ever. So it was very cloudy day. So back home the weather is very tropical. So that means like when it rains. It's
Yeah,
like to the point that you cannot live. And as well, our thunderstorms as well, like they are powerful. They are not like the lightest thunderstorms here now. Is a thunderstorm that if a thunder like goes off on the top of your house, your windows and doors shake, and like all the lights go down. And I remember, like, so this was like during the nights, our summer, fall, but because we have 3 months of summer holidays.
Right.
So, and I remember like grabbing some candles, putting my doll on the floor, like just say the magic words, and the moment of another, a thunder, like literally, the thunderstorm was on top of my house, so the thunder went off. But when all the lights went down, and I remember when the lights went down, I had like a unit similar to this, and I could see on the light, like on the sides of my unit, I literally so as I was sitting like this, right? But I like another way, like me turning to the shelf, my doll on the floor with candles, right? Me just done a spell, lights go off, and on the shadow I can see like a silhouette of a girl standing next to the unit.
Oh my god.
I never screamed and run so fast in my life. Like this was the worst in spirituality. And I think in dolls, I think the worst that happened was me trying to buy a doll in a supermarket, have the courage to go because like was a Christmas sale, and I remember grabbing a Bratz that was like a dark girl, and like obviously they were rare. So I remember going to the till, and when I was going to pay, all my classmates would like filming me and calling me names.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so mean. And how old was you then? Do you remember?
Between 13 and 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Children are just nasty little
But
pieces of work, you know. Yeah, children can just be evil, you know. But, you know, we grow and we realize some certain people we don't need in our lives, you know, and
is that it's like people will always be people. And
yeah.
But what I learned from it is I just froze, and now I know I should have stand my grounds and just ignore it, because I used to be a feisty little thing.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying everyone to be like deserve. Like, I'm not saying for everyone to be like that, but I will say stand your grounds.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I wish I stood my ground a lot more when I was a child. Obviously, to now, you know, that they just wouldn't get away with it. You know, it's just. But you learn and you grow. Definitely.
But you know, I don't know if you like. I still do this, and this is like amazing to me. I'm not sure if it's like, because I'm a nosy little, sorry for my French, cow.
Yeah.
So I go, like, normally, like, I used to do this and go to the Facebook pages of my bullies.
Yeah.
And like just thinking like, oh, how is their life? And their life is even worse. It's like got worse when, for example, our life got better.
Yeah.
Their life got worse.
Yeah.
And as much as this sounds mean, that's very like
rewarding.
Makes me like a little bit warm inside, thinking karma got you.
I do that with exes. I do that with exes. I love looking back and seeing that they're still single and they have nothing.
Oh no, I like.
So let's talk about your most strangest thing in your collection, or if there is anything at all.
Our time as kids will be weird, but not now. If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you mean. So you still got dolls that you had as a child. That's really good.
I have a couple. I didn't brought all of them.
Right.
Only brought to UK my favorite ones. That is like my Bratz collection. A few Moxie tins. I think at least this one. I think the rest I brought it here.
Right.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah. No, that's cool. I always ask just in case there is anything random that people have. So, you know, it's nice to just to double check.
I have a doll that is weird looking, but have you ever heard about Bratzillas? The same company of Bratz, but as witches.
Yeah. I was going to say, actually, I'm surprised you don't have them, but you do. I was going to say you've got to have them because they're witch dolls, you know. And obviously they're very different to a Bratz doll, aren't they?
Yeah. I think the only one that I have weird, I have no idea where she is. I know where she might be on a loft or might be there. The one with snake eyes is a doll that have like literally like snake eyes.
Yeah.
And I think is the most
strangest one in your collection. Yeah. No, that's awesome. I'll see if I can find a picture and pop it up as well, so people know what we're talking about. But they probably, if they're Bratz collectors, they know. Okay, so Pedro, I have to say, I can't believe how far this has probably been the longest interview I've done. But it's nice to chat to you and get to know you a bit more. And obviously, because we're talking in the Smart Dog group as well, so I'm sure all of those would like to watch this as well. But is there anything else you'd like to add to wrap up this interview?
You know what? I'll say, let people be people. If anyone is going to be nasty, that's I think the biggest lesson that I learned is, if anyone is going to be nasty, if anyone is going to be bad to you, just let them. Karma will always get them. Sooner or later, can be something small, can be something big. Karma will always get them. So just be you, be happy, stay in a little bubble, protect yourself.
Yeah.
And
brilliant.
Just be nice, people.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's a great way to finish off. So thank you so much, Pedro. It's been amazing to meet you. Thank you so much for taking part. And I'll be in touch with you soon anyway to chat a bit more.
Yes. Thank you so much.